Coach, the inter-squad scrimmage today, how'd you feel about it?
Again, a lot with 2 weeks ago, still a lot of work to needs to be done. Again, taking advantage, whether it be of our kicking, it was live today. Covering kicks, blocking kicks, kind of going against the scout unit, so maybe not the greatest look all the time. A lot of good work, ones on ones, twos on twos as we went, some clock situations. First half, 2 minutes, kill the clock into the game. So a lot of things to learn and grow from. Came of it for the most part, again, pretty healthy. One of our young freshmen, I think, has an injury. We'll see how that is, and we'll wait till Tuesday, Wednesday. So we got one guy might be a little bit nicked, but other than that, feel pretty good 2 weeks. But 2 weeks ago, a lot of work to go. So we'll see as we keep pushing.
This scrimmage was, in a way, highlighted by you as maybe a telling point early on in the preseason. Did you get a good chance to see some of these younger guys that compete, and if so, who can we look forward to seeing on the field?
Well, as we'll kind of maybe reserve a little bit to maybe see some tape. A guy can make a play or two, but then bust some things that maybe didn't catch your eye as far as his soundness. But it looks like several of those defensive players with Keontae Walton at safety and Donovan Clark and Tony Fields are in the mix. Looks like T. Gray Scales, Greg Gooch at linebacker, maybe Robert McCray outside, maybe Damian Willis outside. So some of those back seven guys, special teams and in the mix. On offense, Jay Sean Harris has probably been as good as anyone. Simi Cobbs has made several plays, getting better. A lot better work today from Divine Redding. So a little bit of the skill guys on offense. Jordan Fuchs, really, is here in spring, stepping up, looking better tied in. Quarterback play. Short-term, Xander Diamant's kind of settling down as a young guy, and he can make some plays. Not that he's our second yet, but he shows some flashes. So a lot of those guys are flashing, and I think as we go through this week, we'll get there'll be a number of those guys I just mentioned probably on the travel squad and play.
With the receiving core, a different group coming in this season through 2 weeks of camp, are you pretty happy with the chemistry that they've developed with Nate at quarterback?
We're a little bit off there, quite honestly, and again, whether Nate's kind of not sure and a little bit late throwing, just our timing, ball placement, where getting it exactly on target, where a 3-yard plays 5, a 7-yard plays 10, and you can move the chains faster. I think we're completing some plays, but sometimes to me, I think we're working a little bit more than I want. I think that's also part of the defense, the way they're dropping 8, blitzing both sides, up the middle, attacking, a lot of pressure up front with the D-line. Coverage is getting better. They're getting more confident. They're playing faster. So I got to give the defense some credit. But we really need to have a balanced run game, and we need guys like Nate and those receivers getting sync. And right now we're good, but not as good as it needs to be.
Finally, Coach, a little bit of a community event before the scrimmage, the Monroe County Youth Jamboree out here. How nice was that to be able to see some of these younger kids come out and play here at Memorial Stadium?
Well, it was really cool, and some of them were able to stay. Now, some of those guys started at 8 this morning. Their games were at 10 because they kind of cycled their programs through between their different age groups and whatnot. But it was cool. One of the first groups out here, one kid, they said, hey, I'm going to be Nate Sudfeld today. Another kid said, I'm going to be Shane Wynn. And it's kind of cool because they tell our kids, our players, a lot of these local kids and kids around our state look up to you. You're a profile kid. You're a Big Ten player. You're a state player for our school. A lot of guys are looking up to you. So it was neat. It was good to have them on the field. Our players interacted with them during the day, in between our meetings. Just go out there and bump some hands and high five. And we had some coaches' kids playing. So when the coaches' kids were playing, there was a little bit more maybe banter from our players supporting those guys. But it was a great day. It was a cool day, and love having those guys here.